Hello, my name is Justin and I'm a member of the VMware Ingram Micro Market Development Team. Today we are going to discuss end-user computing through the Ingram Micro and VMware Enablement Series. As of 2014, Gartner has labeled VMware as the preferred vendor of choice for end-user computing. Nowadays, IT organizations must manage an increasingly diverse landscape of applications that include their existing enterprise and Windows applications, as well as software as a service and mobile. As a result, the increase in applications is leading to an increased complexity for IT to manage because we know when it comes to applications, they are currently managed in silos. If we just take a look at legacy applications alone, companies are spending, on average, 4.5 hours per year per employee patching, updating, and managing access to applications. In addition, software as a service and mobile applications are coming from the line of business while IT organizations are not made aware that they are in the enterprise, ultimately creating compliance risks as well. Now, we also know that over 65 million users are registered on Dropbox and Box.com today. When it comes to data, that number presents concerns for the business in terms of data loss and potential data breaches. We know that on average, companies spend over $5.5 million for each data breach. There is high risk for the business if this data challenge is not properly addressed. Lastly, studies show that 66% of end users today are using at least 2 devices for work. And in fact, we know that almost half the users are using at least 3 devices. So what is the impact to the business such as yours? This means IT organizations now have 2 to 3 times as many devices to patch, manage, and update. We know that most companies trying to tackle the bring your own device with all these new devices coming into the workplace are spending, on average, 17 to 20% more of their budget due to the increased time spent managing all of these new devices. For IT, this makes it difficult to respond quickly. Response time from an IT perspective with the changing complexities, the changing assets and new assets coming into the organization is going to slow down productivity and impact the ability to respond to the changing business dynamics. On the business side are the end users. Since IT is unable to respond quickly, the end users can't access the applications and the data when and where they need them. They become frustrated. And what do frustrated employees do? They will likely bypass the organization. They'll bring in their own devices and technology. And when this happens, it will further impact IT's ability to respond, making it even more difficult to control the environment. It's a vicious cycle. So, how are the other IT organizations responding to these challenges? We see several approaches that companies are commonly using to tackle these challenges. The first one is to largely ignore the dynamics. But the problems associated with the changes in end-user computing are not going away. Simply ignoring the problems only creates more complexity, more security and compliance issues, and will ultimately diminish IT's contribution to managing and responding to the needs of the business. The second approach is to lock down the environment. We know many companies have locked down their end users over the past 10 years. However, lockdown is a short-sighted, short-term solution, and users become extremely frustrated and try to work around the IT organization, which can put the organization at risk. The third approach the customer often considers is point products. The problem with point product for applications, devices, is that there is no guarantee that these products will work together, which could result in point product pileup. There is no guarantee that the organization can grow with these. These will scale to their size, and it creates a very difficult policy to wrap around these assets within the organization to ensure IT then can complete compliance and security issues needed by the business. Now let's talk about what some of our more proactive customers are doing to solve these problems. VMware helps them take an integrated approach by managing all these different assets by defining a virtual workspace around the elements that users need to complete their work and no more. The virtual workspace provides an integrated and unified platform designed to securely and simply manage these diverse assets, applications, data, and desktops from the data center. It removes complexity and drives centralized control in the organization. It will allow policies to be set around the assets so that concerns regarding security and compliances are greatly reduced so the organization's cost goes down. It will also allow to better respond to the changing dynamics of the organization and to innovate, and ultimately provide better productivity, mobility, and continuity to the workplace and ensure that IT is providing the assets that the end users want across the device of their choice to be the most productive at their job. How do we make this a reality for an organization? VMware recommends a new approach with Horizon 6. The first step is to transform the existing assets. applications, data, and devices into services. With VMware's Horizon 6 with View, we will take the assets that are tethered to the endpoints, abstract them, and move them into the data center where they can be more securely and efficiently managed, then delivered to users across devices and locations. The next step is to have one broker for all assets, where policies can be set and users can be entitled to the assets they need. With Horizon 6 with Workspace, we deliver entitled users and define policies from the data center to simply and streamline their desktop management. And finally, deliver. Deliver these services to end users with an intelligent and adaptive experience across a wide range of devices on-premise or in the cloud. By delivering the assets on a contextual basis, end users receive the best possible experience based on where they are and the devices they are using with Horizon 6 with Mirage. This is a journey that IT organizations can take that offers a flexible approach to get to their desired destination. These three products make up Horizon 6 solution, which is all brought to you by VMware. Any questions? You can reach us at VMwareMDteam@ingrammicro.com. Thank you and have a great day.